And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Graveyard Keeper. I'm your host, the RPG guy. Alright, I want to check something out really quick, and it is a concern, a mild concern that I have about what's going on up north with the miners. We haven't gotten any iron ore in a long time. Not that we need it, per se. We have lots of ways of getting iron ore right now. My concern, ultimately, is that, yes, my concern ultimately falls into the understanding that that maybe our chests up there are full, and that's why we're not getting any new kind of stuff. There's our 10 bees. Wow, we can finally build the fucking bee thing. Sorry, that's me being, like, annoyed. If you can repair it, why would they let you tear it down? I just don't know. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Did we ever explore all the way what's up here? I want to say the refugee camp. Okay. We need to start working on that, too. As much as I like going in the dungeon, I just feel the dungeon is giving us the least rewards and the most grief for our time. Not in a bad way, so don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying it's bad. It's an observation when you can sit there and go, wow, that's nice that I'm going into the dungeon, but I'm not getting that much out of it. I could be doing, other things. That would give me more stuff. Okay, so they're marbled out right now. Well, there's ore here. It just hasn't been transported south yet for some reason. Why are they stopped? Looks like there's room. No, maybe not. I don't know. No, there's got to be more room than that. I don't know why they've stopped. Or it's moving that... it hasn't said that they stopped. It's just moving that slowly, I think. Because theirs is stopped. I don't know what to do with these guys right now. We have so much marble. I can't think of a purpose for them at the moment. One thing we probably should really do is process all the marble that we have. So that way we can literally have not just a stockpile of marble ready to go, but a stockpile of already separated marble. So maybe that's what we should start preparing, because like I said, if we want to get more blue credit, we're going to have to make more of the marble stuff for the graveyard. And we're going to want to get those upgrades for it too, which means we got to start thinking about how we can accomplish that. And I don't think we have enough to do it right now, even in technology. We're at 75. I think for the next theology with regards to marble, it's 150, which is where we would really want to be, because we've already analyzed this. We could make these sculptures too, and now that I'm thinking about it, because we could analyze that for some credit as well. I would think, and we could actually use them too, which would probably be a good idea. So there are some ideas of things that we need to, minor things that we need to accomplish. Because we don't know how to get green jelly, so that's a problem in and of itself, amongst the other issues that are plaguing us. So, yeah. With that said, we need to make the beehive things finally. I don't know what we need for that. I just remember we needed paper. Let's go check really quick. Who knows? Maybe he really is bringing them iron ore, and I need to process it. So 10 bees, okay, 6 nails and 4 flitch. We'll put it on our person. We're not going to process it now. Okay. We'll grab the other bees. I guess I didn't need the paper. Ah, fuck it. I'm just holding on to it anyway. Might have read it wrong. Maybe that was to... Oh, maybe that was to repair? I don't remember how many it was, and I don't think we have enough nails, so quickly make a set of 12, and we'll take that with us. Screw it. Let's make it now. That way I don't have to think about it later. Yeah, and like I said, I think it's a time we start processing the marble we have, so we have a stockpile of marble to work with, and we'll try to make those other specialty statues. And there we go, little beehive. Now we need 10 more bees. Here's my thought, though, my hope is that we can harvest bees from the beehive, because if we can do that, then that's going to make this a lot easier of a process and make more. So that it's a thought, okay? Jesus Christ. I don't have the answers to everything. I have to learn I'm learning alongside you guys at this point. My knowledge, my insight into the game has been gone for a little while now. For quite a while. This is all new as we're doing it here. Let's make us some gold ingots. We need at least 3. And we'll make some silver ones too, though I don't know what I'm going to do with it, so maybe I won't. Yeah, now they're bringing iron ore in huge droves. Okay, that's good. But let's go ahead and work on some marble. Alright, and then let's look at the crazy shit here. So we need at least 3 of these. So what is it going to take for 3 of those? We need... a carved piece of stone. So if we need 3 of those, that means we need 9... Oh, no. We need 6 faith. Okay. Let's drop this marble off. Drop the paper off back inside, because we were using that for other stuff. Still haven't grabbed water yet for down here. And process the juice and everything. I need to do that. Keep fucking putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Okay, what was I down here for now? Faith. Should be enough. And this will give us some blue currency. And so we need 2 polished stone. And then we need to do this. And looky there. Okie dokie. Let's process this iron. And some marble. There we go. Everything's been ripped down there. We'll destroy that because it's just in the way. Good. Silver, I think, is down here. And then we can take these down to the basement to study those. We might have enough to study one of them, but I doubt we have enough to study both. The water. Yeah, we don't have enough paper. We're getting this done. I need a book. We'll make paper strictly for the book. Yeah, enough to do one. Wow, that's a lot of goods. Yeah, I think it's going to be in our best interest to unlock one of these. And the reason being is we'll get enough points just from researching these three things alone that we'll be able to spend it somewhere else. Without even overproducing them to a degree as well. Is big. So yeah, that makes sense to me. And we can install the demon or the stone sculpture kinda right now. And the reason we should is because it's worth more than what's already out there. And let's take it off of like one that's like this, that's right here. What's the point of having a nice one if you can't appreciate it? Nice. Though you can't see the head of it, but oh well. We'll put that back in storage for arbitrary reasons. Alright. There's nothing new we can do in here. My beef is that we still need more candles. And we can't make some more, though. It gives us a total of 8 candles. We have enough incense. That's not an issue. 2, 4, 6, 8. 10, 12 candles is what's necessary. So 12 candles. We got 8, so next 2 pieces of beeswax we get will be good. Let's grab that water. We'll grab a ton of it, too. Since I don't know if we need silver ingots, let's just make like 4 of them. That's fine. let's rest, and then we need to figure out... We've processed everything that we can process at this point. That's worth processing. We don't have a lot of stone, but I'm not worried about that. If I really butthurt for stone, we'll go ahead and remove the marble, the stone from the cemetery, replace it with marble, but I don't foresee that being an issue. Okay, so silver. Trying to think of what else we can do other than the dungeon, but really that's all that's left is the dungeon. Let's go to the dungeon. Oh, I don't have the... Let's grab some honey. Because we're not hurting for honey. And we'll just tackle another floor. Dude, yeah. I'm not quite sure at this point what we can do about that. Because we've been kind of stonewalled at two different places, so to speak. So it'll be interesting to see how we find the necklace at this point. It looks like another silver. Which, silver nuggets we don't need. We need gold. And we need diamond. Who knows, maybe we'll find some. Interesting. There's our electric powder. And wow, I took a lot of damage. That looks like diamond. And we got something to work with, fellas. That's what I like to see. Okay, so we've got some diamond now, which means we should have the materials to make that Damask sword for Numbnuts. When he's down there, fuck if I know, but that means after this level, we can kind of take a break for a moment, try to figure out where to go next. Nice to see we got a supply of electric powder coming in, too. Can't even go one floor without that being an issue. It's happened twice! We don't really need that. We really don't need the flitch at this point. We're getting so much of it. Ah, give me my pieces! Alright, before we go any further, I want to check some out. This is ridiculous, that this glitch keeps happening to me time and time and time again. Okay, no, never mind. It just kind of loops. Okay. Wanted to make sure. Heaven forbid you miss something like the diamond down here. And strangely enough, if we could find some more gold, we could have enough gold to make another Damascus sword. Which would be nice. Alright, let's drop some stuff off. And strangely enough, there's no research for the diamond. No complaints for me. More silver. I'm not finding green jelly. And to be fair, because we're kind of hurting for the jellies, I'm wondering if it might be in our best interest to take this gold nugget with us. Take the gold nugget out of the alchemy area. So we don't really know the benefit of making that golden elixir yet, so I don't see why we would want to waste materials on that. So let's take that with us and make another gold bar, because we need those swords. We need to make all 3 types of swords. There are 2 types of swords. Before I'll be convinced that we're in a good situation with that. Did I use all the water already? Yes, I did. That's a lot of beer. And let's figure out that sword. Okay, so we need faith. So we can't even process that. How many do we actually need? 3, 4, total of 7. If I want to make this later for ourselves, but I don't think we're going to have the materials to do that. And the other thing is we need to make a steel sword to make this for ourselves, which would actually be quite nice compared to the steel sword we probably have, which is this one down here. Could make another one of these, so that way we could make both swords. Then I would need more steel parts. Let's wait on that. Well, the problem is I'll be out of sword, so I need to make the steel parts before I can do anything else. Got it. Okay, oh, let's leave the diamond though. We don't want to take that with us. Alright, before we do anything else, I want to check our new little place to possibly get more honey plus beeswax plus bees. So it gave us a beeswax but no bee. So it still gives us a reason to explore these. And technically we need only one more beeswax to have a nice candle setup to see how much we can max out from the church with our current stuff in it. Okay, so just honey. Thanks, honey. Alright, with that said, guess we should just explore the dungeon some more. After we turn in the bee and in the beeswax. Let's make some more pieces if we can. We need more ceramic. Give ourselves a handful of parts here, that way we don't have to worry about this later. What else can we check on? The hops, I guess. And there's the 4 golden hops we need. Thank freaking goodness. Okay, well that actually redefines what we need to do here. Let's see about the burgers. Because now this changes everything. Because we have everything to make the burgers. What the fuck did I just do? I didn't want to do that. Well, we can package it anyway, so that's fine. No, we can't. There we go. I think we needed 10 burgers. How many burgers did we need? I think it was 10. Or 8. How many can I actually make? I can't make any more, so that's probably all we needed. Let's head to the basement. Oh, that's the fermenter. Okay, I have no water with me, do I? God damn it. Always the water. Okay, hold on. Boom. There's our high quality brewskis. We're all good. Leave that in there for now. I want to see that. Just cook it. Alright. Let's deal with the bee. We'll hold on to the burger for now. Let's sleep. Worst case is I think we still have enough onion. It's the other ingredients we don't have, which we have the materials for. So I'm not hyper concerned about any of that. It's a matter of figuring out what the next step is with regards to what we need to do to get that party started, so to speak. Got lots of parts. We're good on parts. And the beer is done, so let's take the beer and the burgers up there and see what happens. Hopefully something good. Not much for me to say other than we're just walking here. We're walking here! I wonder if it was just 8 and 8, but if it's 10, we gotta make more burgers, but we have the means to do it. So 5 and 10. Okay, serve the beer, serve the burgers, and we should let the Inquisitor know. Yay! Leaves us with a couple leftover boigas. Ooh. Not that we care about that so much, but we'll throw it out there to use them. They give only energy, though. They don't give health. I don't want to deal with all of that right now. Actually, you know what? We should, because we have so many grapes. We could start actually making a shit ton of wine if we started actually doing it. What I don't need to do right now is grow any more for the time being. I think we're pretty good on grapes. I don't mean that in a negative context either. It's just we're kind of getting to a point where we need to, number one, make money, which we are through the services. And the best thing is the next service, we're going to have a shit ton of candles and incense to get the maximum value or production, so to speak, out of that possible. And then we can decide, do we need to really upgrade the church further? I don't think we need to yet. And the problem I have wanting to do that outright is I think it's going to lead to us having issues with getting other things processed and done. So I'm not in a hurry to necessarily do that. Could have made oil from fat, I guess. Meh. We'll start doing that, though. That way we actually have the means to process and do stuff with that oil. No. Yes. Just keep making that silver star tier. And the reason I want to do that is because there's no reason not to. But more or less that it'll help us in the going forward. When we go to sell all that fucking booze. Okay, what am I holding on to? Okay, consumables. Let's go into the dungeon. See, we're full. Do another dungeon run. Because the next day is going to be a worship day or a sermon day. And on a sermon day, we get lots of stuff that we'll have a lot of stuff that we can do. Well, not necessarily like a mountain load, but we'll have a handful of things that we can do. Let me make sure there's nothing up north. Because like I said, we need diamond and we need any other things that we can kind of get. So any chance we can get some good item of... Oh, God. Black jelly. Okay. You know, I'm not going to worry about breaking down the things. We don't need flesh and we don't need metal We don't need this. Something's attacking me. Oh yeah. Oh god. Now what we can do with black jelly, who freaking knows? Oop, there's some gold. That's a good sign. Come here. There we go, got us some gold. Alright, really quick, we don't need these. We don't need this. Nails is not something we need either. Again, I'm not destroying the broken barrels much anymore, because all they do is give us fletch, nails, and iron parts, all things we can make. And now that we have a kind of semi-permanent supply of items, it's kind of pointless in a way for us to bother stockpiling any of that going forward. Because we have a supply of it. Oh shit, I didn't kill all the enemies? Huh. But anyway, back to my point, that we have a massive supply of everything that we need, so it's not like there's a reason we directly need to stockpile certain items. Did I not come down here? Probably not. No, I came down here. This is where the gold was. The enemy is missing. Oh, maybe I didn't go up. Yep, didn't go up. And we got some silver. I don't know if I value the silver all that much. Though, to be fair, yeah, I value it enough. Let's dump that in the nails. Scrap. Now I kind of want the chaos powder over the wheat seeds. Out of room for black jelly. We will make room for black jelly. Since it's a brand new material to us, we should care. And that'll complete what we need to do down here. So let's head back out, finally. We'll do the sermon after we dump a bunch of stuff off in the alchemy lab. Because clearly we're not going to be carrying anything. Alright. And the other thing we need to do with our incoming goodies, we don't want to really analyze anything. We want to make that sword. And I do believe that in order to make the sword, we need to have kind of everything going in a certain way for us. You'll see what I mean when I'm working on it, but right now. I'll leave the 4 in there for now. Looks good. Let's do the sermon, but we're gonna do a big sermon this time. Oh, I can't. We don't have enough beeswax. Hold on 1 second. We might be able to still do this. Let's go check that hill. And if we don't get any, we'll go ahead and right away do the sermon. But if we get beeswax, we might be able to make really quickly some candles. I'm not going to check the trees. I don't think we'll have enough time. And we got a beeswax. So there's an instant beeswax, right? Just from having that. I bet we could pull from it every day. I think we have enough time to just try to get this. Still not getting bees. I'm just really trying to focus to make sure we get this. Wow, quality of 98. And we did it. Let's see what we get for our trouble here. Oh, we got 20 just from that. Well, upgrading this place is well relevant. That's clear. Let's see what we get for donations now. About the same. A little less, actually, but that's fine. Wow. A whopping 32 faith. Maybe 31, because we did that other thing. But, yeah. And we can actually make stained glass windows if we have the jewelry. So, again, that jewelry is becoming a bigger ordeal every freaking moment we have working with it. We're not going to do any research. If we're going to do anything, we're going to make those swords. We're going to make the Damask sword. And get that going. That's out of water. Uses way too much water. In a way. Alright, first things first. Let's drop off gold bullion. Actually, let's process all of this gold. You know what? Let's just do that much of it. Oh wait, we still have some gold nuggets sitting around for X amount of use. Let's drop off the extra shit we're carrying. And since we are done with the beer, we could start looking at farming all of this out and start trying to figure out like that second area of what we need to do, because we got lentils, can easily make lots of onions. So that might be our biggest endeavor, is to work on onion growth. Carrots are ours, so that's not a thing. And pumpkins, I think we have a little bit for pumpkin. We're almost to a point where the pumpkin will actually benefit us by growing a ton of pumpkin and selling it in cases, maybe. So that's something we might want to look at. Alright, first things first, we need to build another steel sword, which we have the materials to do. Burger gone. Alright, let us do, how many of these do we need? 3, 4, and for the window, 5, 6. So we need to process 6 of these. We don't have enough to do that, so let's just do the 4. Ooh, slow and arduous process. I know, it's just really slow. Okay. Whew. And really quick, we should study the Damask one, because we're going to be getting that, turning that one in as a quest. So that's a thing. So let's go back into the basement. I know my character's tired, but it's fine. We need to really do this, because any chance we get to turn that Damask blade, it will make me happy. And who knows, maybe we'll get it back, I don't know. Drop that off for sure. We need to drop the beer off at the thing. Maybe take that in, too, I haven't decided. But let's study this Damask sword. Study this. We'll find a place out there to put it. Let's study that so we can take it back with us as well. Not sure what we're going to use that on, but we might need to use it for some of the marble work. We have just enough to do this. Okay. Oh. I don't have enough energy to mess with the graveyard, and I don't really... screw it, we'll do it. Anything else? Okay, this all goes kind of back the way we came. So, and strangely enough, the incense looks like it's still going. Oh, we didn't check our money. We got another 16, nice. Okay. So we got some extras. Alright. It's getting there, guys. So we need to drop off a few items. We should start working in the morgue again soon, too. Though, like I said, as I've been pointing out, we're still in a process here of kind of breaking stuff down. And now that I have... Oh, we don't have any more faith. That's fine. Because we have enough gold to start processing more of this into gold pieces. And what I'm thinking that we need to do, our next big step, is to make enough to do the windows out there. I don't think there's an upgraded window. Yeah, so putting in the stained glass windows is probably a priority now to improve the quality of the church without having to do anything significant. Marble flagstones. This is probably our next big buy, because once we start making this stuff, this is the peak here, we could at any point, I guess, decide to start working on upgrading the whole graveyard. I don't feel that there's a reason to do that, like that's going to directly benefit us to a certain degree. I'm trying to figure out what would directly benefit us, and I'm not quite sure if any singular upgrade does at the moment, outside of a few zombie things. The theology seems to be the biggest thing to unlock this. Because even in here, alchemy workbench, anatomy, embalming, I just don't know. I guess this gives us a better preparation place. So maybe this would be good. And to see where this takes us is probably our next large investment after we unlock the marble upgrade, because that upgrade is too darn good to pass up. As far as I'm concerned, I need to drop off the headpiece here, don't I? Yeah. And then, yeah, because at this point, at this point of the game, I guess we're kind of at a stalemate of trying to figure out what we could possibly do. At this juncture, it's like we have these quests we got to do. We don't necessarily have an easy means of fulfilling them, and so the things that we can do, we got to figure out. And right now, it's just not 100% clear what we got to do. Other than go through the dungeon, make enough money to do the 2 payments for what looks like DLC quests. So we're kind of locked up on the main quest. I think the big thing really is we need to talk to Miss Charm and figure out what's going on with her. So let me run over there real quick and take all my beer with me. Because we'll sell it to the keeper. And we've got so much wine, too, that it's becoming an issue. It looks like there's some kind of porter station there for a zombie, so clearly that explains what we have to do with this lower area. Sorry, I was wondering if I was getting some feedback in my mic for a second. Alright, lady, you got some answers to give me here. I have some questions. No more questions. I found out about the necklace. Nick told me he didn't have your necklace anymore. That crook said you can't help this poor woman after all. Actually, he told me where your necklace is. I'll try to get it back for you. Oh, that's so sweet. Speaking of sweet things, have you ever had a whiff of Miss Chain's perfume? Yes, it smells good. Even you liked it. I definitely need a vial. Can you talk to her and get me one? Why can't you ask? I don't know why. She doesn't like me. She's especially jealous of my friendship with Elisa. Okay, I'll try to get you some perfume. I could even try to make some myself. Okay. Miss Chain, could you give me a vial of your perfume? It's good, isn't it? But I'm tired of it. I'm going to make a new one. I still have a small vial of the old stuff I could give you, but first I need a little help. Take this food to my sister. She lives in the middle of the swamp. On the way back, catch a dozen frogs for me. I'll need them for the new perfume. 12 frogs? You fucking bitch. 12 frogs? I don't even think we've caught one frog. Regardless, let's turn this all in. That'll give us the 50 we need to do other stuff. Not gonna go for it right away because 50 or 60, that would leave us with 10 left. Actually. Okay, so we either gotta catch all these goddamn frogs or make perfume ourselves. We don't know how to make perfume, so probably gonna be stuck catching goddamn frogs. We can turn this in. We should see if Numbnuts is around because we have a stupid fucking sword. Oh, okay. We gotta figure that out. He's not here. What am I carrying on me? Okay, what's this? Basket of food. So we need to see the witch. A lot of nice pages there. So at least we have an idea of what we've got to get done. Again, I'm kind of at a loss for what to do, other than hit up the dungeon again, but we're running out of time this episode, so we're not going to be able to do it. Let's get some more water so we can make some more beer. To be fair, the beer, even though we're not getting tons of money from it, we're getting a couple silver every once in a while, so that last batch gave us the 40 silver star stuff we got easily gave us enough beer to make seven silver off of. And so we're not going to be able to make that kind of, sale going forward with it, but at least we could say that we've got enough to really do like a lot of low quality beers and then just take a metric ton of that over and sell it. So we got a plan. Not a good one, but we got a plan. And like I said, we still haven't figured out... There are things we can do. We can work up north and do some quest stuff there with building and helping the people up there. We've got lots and lots of resources of food and beverage. Food and water we could take up there. So that's not an issue to me. Maybe we'll make... You know what? Let's pull enough water that we can do that. Because I have a feeling that would be really useful. And then we'll take all the things we need to make the tents that those people up there want. I have enough. And we could take food up there. Whatever food items we're just kind of sitting on and haven't been making a lot of. Like we could take all of this with us. We could take all of this with us. Very little use for it. We could take... I'll just start with that. Take half of these onions with us. But yeah, it's not something I'm worried about. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. So check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Studios for more live gaming action. When we come back, we have our work cut out for us. Still, we need to hit up Clotho. We need to go to the northern area and turn in some quests. Turn in some gear to build some tents. We need to explore more of the dungeon. We need to figure out whether or not we want to start upgrading the marble or not. We've got 50 silver, so we might want to just finish up with Clotho and save the other 50 silver for later for Cresvold when we get enough to pay him. So that's what I'm thinking the balance here needs to be, is we need to pay Clotho because we're going to go over there and see her for 2 different items. May as well do that. Once we get a little of this sorted out and further in the dungeon, we might want to start looking at figuring out what the next step is. We need to get the ritual done, amongst other things. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good. So check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Studios for more live gaming action, and we will see you guys next time.